Welcome to Envision. I'm Deanne Conrad, Community Relations Supervisor, and Dr. Brian Maher, our Superintendent, is joining us today to talk about school security. Obviously, it's always a work in progress for us, always making improvements on after we've learned something or items that become presented to us in terms of technology and such. And that's what we have in all of our schools with a new program called Easy Lobby. It's a visitor management system. Why did we go that route?
Right. Well, first of all, you nailed it. You're exactly right. We've never arrived when it comes to school safety, school security. We're always trying to figure out what are our gaps, what are our vulnerabilities, and how do we close those to the best of our ability. And one of the things that was researched widely by Bob Bray, our Director of Risk Assessment, who we're so fortunate to have in this district, really came up with this idea for visitor management called Easy Lobby, and we've gone through a lot of training. We've gone through a process of getting those involved at that first level of safety and security to make sure that we're letting people into the buildings who we believe to be folks that should be in our buildings. So that's really that first line of defense is, as Bob Bray always talks about, our perimeter security really is the thing that keeps us the safest in our facilities.
So we do ask visitors to our schools, whether you're a parent, a mentor, or someone along that line, to bring with you a government identification, your driver's license or something similar, that we can exchange with you upon entry. And that information then is read by a system and tells us if you're good to go or if we need to have further conversation.
Right, we're as good as the technology that system has available to it, but if there are red flags that come up, we'll just not let that person into our building. So it's kind of our next iteration when it comes to safety and security. As I mentioned earlier, we never sit still. We're always part of a process that moves us forward. We're also never perfect, which is why we never sit still.
Right. You know, when you think of systems such as this, you can see them popping up in other entities across Sioux Falls and across the country. So it's really not too far out of the norm anymore to have that exchange of information to provide a level of security and safety to the students and staff who are inside.
You know, Deanne, if you'd have thought 10 years ago, if we'd had this process in place, we probably would have had anarchy from our community because of the nuisance that it creates. And now it's just a matter of how we do business here. And you're exactly right, how we do business in a number of places. And so it's becoming part of our everyday life.
Right, and definitely not something we want to, consider as the only source of safety or security, but definitely one option that we have available to us and that we're using so that we can do our best to maintain the safety and security of all students.
Right, we try to put those layers of security one on top of the other and make sure that our kids and our adults have a safe place to go to school and a safe place to work. Constant
research of these products and of practices and things like that, thanks to our partnerships with the Sioux Falls Police Department, as well as our fire department and all other first responders in our community. It's right. Pretty amazing.
We have a great network where we learn one from another, and we're continually working to make the city a safer place, and from a very narrow perspective, trying to make each school a safe place.
Absolutely. Well, we continue to refine those plans and look for new products and things that will help us on that path of safety and security for our students, of course, and for our staff as well. Thanks for joining us today on Envision.